Welcome to the Magic Q Snap. This is where I give a special shout out and a special thank you to all my subscribers and friends who leave me beautiful comments and show me a lot of appreciation, and I just want to show it back to you. So let's get started. It's been a while. Okay, we've got Wendy Kieser, Patricia Ferry, Don Tetman, Terry at Button Up I'm Stitching, Long Dog Stitcher, Stitching with the Waves, Jane Gentry, Samira O, Jane Prather, EMG Crafter, Renee Lee, Tina Haley, Chris Canaday, D. Abrams, Pam and Steph from Let's Just Keep Stitching, Deb Wilson, Linda Craig, Jean Truckee, Dragita from Magic Pond Crafts is the name of her Flosstube. Hoosier Apple X Stitch, Inez Harrell, Dainty Diva, Scrappy Stitcher, Candy 614 Stitcher. She's a new Flosstuber. Well, new to me. Nicole from Buckeye Stitcher, Metro Stitcher, Kaylin Francis, Drusilla Pendlebury, Gary and Ronnie from Sunshine Stitchers, Sheila and EJ, also from Sunshine Stitchers, Tamara Hill, Mary Stewart Olson, Jane Krager, Jager Gidry, 94, Hobby Stories, Jo Marie Hoggle, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, Victoria Owens, Felice Amadio, and that's Stitching by the River, Sheila Burton, A. Hancock, Denise from Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. So, thank you all for leaving me wonderful comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Hi Flosstube. It's been a while. I have my notes here, and I have my stitching, and I've got a lot to show you. So let's get started. Okay. Just a note from my last video. My great-granddaughters loved their dolls. They were happy with them, and I didn't leave out the great-grandsons. They loved their toys also. So that was just a little update from last month. Okay, let's see. What will I show you first? I'm going to show you, the first one I'm going to show you is my 2 whips from my whip goal for the month of February. And excuse the crinkle. The first one is my Martin Luther King memorial piece, and my goal was to put in 1,000 stitches. Which I did, because I started like from up here all the way down. Oh, that all the way down. So I met my goal. And this is my Martin Luther King memorial piece given to me by my niece, and it's on 18 count off-white Ada. The next one is from AlmondMnMs. It's the sun and the moon. And this is where I met. I filled in the sun. I mean, you can't really tell here, but I mean, all that stitched. I filled it in. I stitched the stars and the moon. So my goal on this one also was 1,000 stitches. And I think I got that one too. I counted as many as I could, and it was over, I believe it was over 1,000. So I'm happy with it, and I'm going to count that as a goal met. I mean, as you can see, that's not a small sun. And it's all filled in, and the moon is filled in. And this is done on a 32 count Joblin lamb's wool that I got from in Stitches, my local LMS. Okay, so those were my February Whip Go goals that I met. This is another whip that I have been working on in February. I finished, well, I stitched the reindeer, the two crows, the bee skiff. I think that's what you call it, bee skip. And I've moved on to the bottom portion of the side of the portion, and it's still in the Q-snap, partially because I was working on it last night and plan on working on it a little bit more today. So this motif is finished, the fox is finished, and I was starting on the basket of fruit here. This is the 2020 pandemic sampler from Saucy Girl on Instagram, and it is a freebie. And you can go to her page on Instagram and download the chart. Okay. And I started that one on the 1st of January, I believe. This is a new start that I had during the month of February. And it is from Little House Needleworks. Suffrage Act. I decided I liked this color better than a neutral, beige color. So mine is, this is a purple with little blue. I did a skin conversion on the lady. This is where I'm at now. Like I said, this is Little House Needleworks, and let me see. The fabric is Celine from Under the Sea Fabrics. I love this. And this is a special silk that I received as a gift that I decided to switch out and use in this design. She didn't give me permission to use her name, so I won't call her name out. But it's a beautiful piece of silk. It's Gloriana. It's beautiful. It has all the different colors in it. I love it. Okay, and that's suffrage. That's another one of my whips for the month of February. I had started this one in December at the end of, right after Christmas for the first day of Kwanzaa. And I pulled it back out and did some more work on it during Black History Month. And it's my PH Harriet Tubman Sow. The PH is primitive hair. And the hashtag is PH Harriet Tubman Sow. So this is also for, like I said, Black History Month, representation and diversity, inclusive, all of that. Both those hashtags. I get them all mixed up. But they're for everything. I did put on Instagram, I showed a short little video story one day of all my representation, stitching. I may, if this video isn't too long, I may be able to put it in. If not, I'll do it next month. There is also, this is also a design that I started this month. The design is from Jardin Privé. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but I'm guessing that's scissors and bobbins, because there's scissors and bobbins in the picture. This is from Jardin Privé, and I'm stitching it on Silver Moon Lugana 32 count from 123 stitch. And this is where I'm currently at. Like I said, this fabric is, I love this fabric. It's an even weave, like I said, it's from 123 stitch, and it's a very, very, very pale gray or silver. I love it. You know, so it's not actually white. It's perfect. Okay, that was a new start for February. I know I'm working on the whip go to get, you know, finish some of my whips, but I have to start something new. When that mood, when the mood hits me, I have to start something new. Oh, there's one more. Sorry about the close-up. There's one more. This was my project for 365, a Black History, hashtag Black History 365 Sal. This is something that I thought of. And because it was for Black History Month. And I did this in February for Black History Month. And it's what Gary from Sunshine Stitchers called a SAF. A start and a finish in one sitting. Now, it's just the black is stitched, and there's a light, you know, a little bit of light in there, but that's all. The other is the background. And this is a 28 count even weave in mushroom. I love it. And if you didn't know who that was, it was former President Barack Obama. Just in case you didn't know who that was. I've been on Instagram quite a bit, and I met some wonderful people on there recently, and I received some stitchy kindness from a young lady. I'll give you her page on Instagram. It's Stitching in Color. Stitching underscore in underscore color. And that's on Instagram. There was a discussion about samplers and samplers that were stitched by African American young ladies. And this one was shown, and I commented that I would love to have a copy of this if it was available. And this young lady let me know that it was available at Dying to Stitch, which is a needlework store in Virginia Beach, and that she would pick me up a copy and send it to me the next time she went. So when she was there, the owner, I think this is the owner, Anne from Dying to Stitch, gave her a copy to give to me. And so I really appreciate both of the receiving this, and thank you both, Anne from Dying to Stitch and Stitching in Color. And the chart name of it is Melissa A. Smith. And from what the chart says, she was 12 years old, and this was in 1850. I think it's beautiful. I haven't set a date or when I would start it or if I would stitch it, but I wanted this chart, and it's a part of Black history, so this is very important to me, and I really appreciate receiving it. It's an R&R reproduction, and I love it. So thank you both. Thank you very much. I received my fabric from Fortnite Fabrics Fabric Club. This is Milton. It's another very subtly modeled fabric. I love it. It's not white. It's, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's not a pink. It's just very, very subtly modeled. And I love it. So, I think this is the same. I think EJ and I are in the same fabric club. Well, at Fortnite Fabrics, we get the same fabrics. So she's got that, I got that also. Okay, I had told you that, I think I had shown you this design last month, in my last video. It's from Ink Circles. It's the comparatively small red ship of life. Because I'm not crazy, but I mean, I like samplers. I like looking at them. Now this one is 173 by 173, so it's not really small. And it's relatively small compared to the other ones they've got out. Like the big red ship of life is huge. So I went for the baby one. And I've got it planned to be stitched on another light, subtly modeled fabric from Fortnite Fabrics. This one is more of a pinkish. And this is called Ruth, 32 count, even weave. And I had planned, my plans were to stitch it on with the etoile. I don't know if you can see the little bit of sparkle in there. This is DMC etoile. But then again, I saw a young lady on Instagram, and she was dyeing a had started her own fabric dyeing, not fabric, floss dyeing, and these are silks. Sorry. And I saw them, so I decided I'm going to change the colors. So instead of the etoile, I'm going to use her silks. This one is wine. Her page on Instagram is AlmondMnMs. Yeah. Let's see. Let me make sure I get it right. Yeah, AlmondMnMs. M&M's. Okay. This one, these are wine. This is a Frosty Slate. And this is Raven. Yeah. But I think they're so pretty. So I changed my mind, and this is what I will be stitching the comparatively small ship of life. Okay. So if you're interested in trying new flosses, check her out. Like I say, her on Instagram, she's AlmondMnMs, or you can go to her website, AlmondMnMs Studio.com. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the rest of my haul is this Just Cross Stitch magazine for April. I don't think I had it in my last video. This is the page with all the designs. So I'll just show you this, and you can, decide if you want or don't want to buy this book. I think those are cute, the elves, the gnomes. Those are really cute. Okay. So that's that. I'm not sure if I showed you this, if I had this yet. This is the cross-stitching calendar from AlmondMnMs Studios. This is the 2021. These are all of the designs. It's a beautiful dragonfly. Okay, this is the, like I said, this is the 2021 calendar. Okay. And I jumped on the bandwagon after the inauguration when everybody was going crazy for Bernie Sanders. I don't know when I'm going to stitch him, but I had to have it. He used his, the picture, and since it had went viral on the internet, he used it for good and for charity, and a lot of the people are doing the same thing, raising money for charity. So I bought this one, and this is from Steph X Stitch. And then I found another one that was actually a freebie from Soda Stitch. So There you go. If you like Bernie, here you go. 2 choices. And I mean, there've been numerous people. I don't crochet or knit, but there are people that are crocheting. Bernie's sitting on a little bench. And all kinds of stuff. I think they're adorable. But anyway, I don't crochet, so if I decide to do a Bernie, there it is. Okay, this is another sale that don't know when I'm going to start it, but it's from Barbara Anna Designs. It's Dream Girl, and that's the design. It's a mystery sale, so that's why everything is blurred out. This is the first part, and I saw 2 examples that, oh, I just love them. Bendy Stitchy is doing it. One, hers is to commemorate the suffering of murdered and missing indigenous women, which I think is terrible. But as far as her design, her stitching, they have the symbol with the bloody handprint across the mouth, and that's how she stitched hers. I think it's gorgeous. And then I saw another one that has an African American skin tone with the gray hair. So between the 2, there's going to be some stealing going on when I get ready to stitch mine. That's all I'm going to say. There's going to be stealing of ideas going on. Okay. Last year I finished a sampler, and it was All Souls for Landon. Well, I found a complimentary piece to go with it, and I just had to have it. This is All Souls band sampler. And it's from Quotify Designs on the Etsy. So you can check that out. Don't know when I'm going to start that one, but I love it. And I'm already making a list of new designs coming in for the Cross Stitch Expo to order. Okay, my last bit of haul. I love these. I thought I had missed out, and it was like I had won the lottery. They had this one available, and this one was also available on the website. These are both from Garon Stitcher, Garon Totem Bags. This one has this beautiful fabric on the inside, and this one has a beautiful fabric. So, like I say, I won the lottery. I had actually missed the sale that Saturday morning because I had slept too late. And just by chance, I said, well, I'll go check the website, see if they had anything left. Thank you. Thank you. I must be doing something right. So thank you, Gary and Ronnie. Those are gorgeous. The last thing I'm going to show you are my Whip Gold. The new numbers came out today. They're 10 and 24. My 10 is Emerald City from Alforce Embroidery, and I'm doing it on 32 count Joblin and Hurricane from Under the Sea Fabrics. My goal for this one is to actually finish the stitching. That's my goal. Hopefully I'll be able to meet my goal. This is where I am. Hopefully I'll be able to meet my goal. Because I set my goal to where I can finish them for the month that those numbers are called. So it gives me incentive to actually work on the whip and get it finished before the end of the year, and give give me a certain length of time to get it finished. So hopefully this will be a finish, and I'll get that out of my whip bag. Sorry about that. Sorry about the crinkling. The next, the second number is 10. No, it's 24. And this is from Joan Elliott. It's the Fairy Delight Biscorn U. And this is on a 14 count Ada in like a mint green. And it has been stitched. The stitching is done both on the front and the back piece. And my goal is to do the beading and to assemble the Biscorn U. I've made one before, so that part I don't think will be too hard. So that's my goal, is to do the beading. And now you know what I've been up to since my last video. So I think I'm just going to go make some X's. Well, I've got to edit, because I think I owe you some before pictures. So I've got to edit and work and make some more X's. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.